I will mention this to the girlfriend. See what the hell she thinks. But after the, the problem with, come on, motherfucker. I think we're good. After the debacle with MyCam of tickets being stupid expensive, and that's also concerns. Like, I don't want to pay $300, so I'm
you might have to pay $300.
Yeah, but there's a difference between paying $300 for System of a Down, who I honestly thought they were broke up and toasted, weren't doing anything.
They are.
Yeah.
So, I'll elaborate on that after you tell your story.
Yeah, but no, it's just like MCR for 2 of us to go, it was $300. Actually, no, it was more than that. I think it was like, I can't remember how much it was, but it was some absurd amount.
Yeah.
And that was just for them.
Yeah, and that's kind of like us we're going to Metallica in Toronto next year as well. They were also stupid expensive.
Yeah. But, like, who else is playing with them?
The Limp Bizkit, which, fuck that. I don't really give a shit. But Ice Nine Kills...
Hands down!
Ice Nine Kills, Pantera,
Really?
and there's another band that I can't think of as well, that are also there.
Damn it!
Band.
I'm too close.
Either way, those were beyond aggressively expensive. However, still cheaper than the Metallica tickets for the show that was here last year.
That's insane.
Mind-numbing to me. But Five Finger Death Punch was there when they were here, so I kind of wish I just bit the bullet and went to that one instead. But instead of seeing Limp Bizkit, but
man, say what you will about them, I'm sure they're gonna put on one hell of a fun show.
I hope so.
Also, what the hell, Limp Bizkit and Metallica? What a combo!
What a combo, bro! Like, it's fucking wild. So, but anyway, I think in terms of System, they are not doing any more music together. But according to, I'll never remember his name, lead singer, Serge.
Yeah.
According to Serge, the thing is, they can get along long enough to do like a couple of shows. They will never do another full tour ever again.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But he's like, I don't want to rob the fans of something that brings them joy, and he's like, the music that we wrote in System brought me joy. It's just other circumstances surrounding it caused me a lot of grief, yada yada yada. So they're not ever going to do full tours ever again or release new music. They're just going to go and
play their old stuff every now and then.
Play their old stuff at various shows every now and again and make it an event rather than a tour. He also says, I'm a dad, I have a family, I don't like the touring life cycle, etc., etc., etc. I don't blame him. A tour sounds fucking exhausting.
Oh god, yes. I imagine it is. And this is me honestly just looking at it from the complete outside, but I always thought that not Serge but the other guy was a bit of a, he gave me a diva vibe.
Dick? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you had the exact same opinion.
Yeah.
On that.
Because like whatever that band is that, like he was in another band for a bit when System like broke up for a little while, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were called.
I also can't, but he was the lead singer for that band, I think.
Yeah.
And the guitarist, much like he is for System.
Really?
Either way, when it comes to tickets and stuff, when Jade goes for the pre-sales tomorrow, I will keep you in the loop. You just let me know what your budget is, and we will go from there.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get the tickets. You just send me the money.
Yeah, but that's probably going to be the case. Like, I'll be around tomorrow.
No, if you guys did want to go, we'd love to go and like actually go and do it as a group.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a lot more fun.
That
Rather than us
seems-
being in one section, you being on the other side of the stadium, and
I'll just wave at you.
trying to organize, getting together, and whatever.
I'll get a
We'll do
laser
that thing that
pointer.
all people at concerts do, where they take their phones and they start flashing the light to try and find each other.
Is that a thing that people do?
Yes, it's fucking obnoxious and annoying.
But yeah, I'll have to talk to Brianna about that and see what she thinks. But System of a Down, hell yeah. Deftones, I think they'll be awful live, and I've heard enough of their recordings to think that yes, Chino is talented as heck, but live,
I don't know the band. I have no fucking idea who they are, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
That's fair. Look at this shit, son. Woo!
Building a new floor. We got 8 new tanks in the back.
Woo!
Let's go.
Alright, Twinster, you have no suspension left, and one of your tires is blown. See you later. What did I do? Oh, God. Oh, look at this. 6 metal rolls, 2 concrete slabs, 8 fuel, 8 bricks.
There's the bricks.
Well, yeah, there's some of them at least. I'm just gonna take a look and see what we got here now. So yeah, bricks. Where the hell did we get fuel? At the warehouse right by us. There was only 6 fuel there. Where did we get the rest of the fuel?
One of the other warehouses, I think.
Don't tell me the one that's like all the way over.
Wait.
Okay, fuel we can get from the regular warehouse down close towards the medium logs.
Me has question.
What's your question?
Is the ore sorting center still on your thing? Because it's telling me that it has none of the things it needs.
Yeah, that's the second part of the mission.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's a second part.
Uh-huh.
I should have brought my trailer back.
I think metal rolls are going to be a bit of an issue. I see 2. I see 2.
We might
How many
have
do we
to
need?
do...
6? And you said one metal beam makes 2 metal rolls, correct?
Correct.
So we got 2 in the warehouse over by us.
Yeah, and then 2 metal beams up by the roll factory.
Yes.
So you could take your Dan. I know you left it up there for logs later, but
Yeah.
you could take your Dan, go grab those metal beams, run
Bring
back
it up.
roll to the rolled steel factory, craft them into rolls, and then drive the Dan back down.
Yeah. Can do that. And I'm also probably going to grab the coal. I say fuel and bricks first. Get that going.
Yeah.
So I'll grab either fuel or the bricks, whichever one. Bricks we have there to be loaded up. Fuel is in the warehouse just down the road. So which one do you want to get, bricks or fuel?
It's 8, right?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna rip out the old collab.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
And I'll grab the bricks.
You grab the bricks. All right.
Or I can grab the fuel if you want. Whatever you want. It really doesn't matter to me.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you prefer to get right now.
I already did one drive out to that garage. You can
Okay.
that warehouse. You can do this one.
All right. On the way. Cola boys. By rights, I should have had the other collab, just so, you know, I have one collab, you have the other.
Yeah, that could have been cool.
But I don't have that one bought, and I like this one a little bit better.
Yeah, so what?
I'm also getting blinded by the sun right now. I could close the curtains, but that involves me getting up, so I'm just going to suffer. I mean, maybe by the time I get this fuel and circle back, I assume you'll have the bricks loaded up before then anyway.
I mean, there's 8, so that's a solid maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of things, tickets and stuffs, if I'll let you know if we manage to get the pre-sale code or not.
Yeah. And if not, we'll suffer through as the plebs.
Yeah, that'll be the thing, right? I think if we don't get the pre-sale, we're gonna end up paying a fortune for them if we decide to go. So.
Yeah, because you'll get the what is it? What's the phrase that they use on Ticketmaster for the resellers? It's like verified reseller or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which fuck you, it's still a reseller.
It's still someone looking to gouge for the sake of gouging.
Yes. God damn it. That makes me so mad.
It's disgusting, and like, you know, being at concerts that have only costed us like $70 to go to.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden there's concerts like Maiden or Tool or Metallica where all of a sudden those regular price tickets of $200 are being sold for $380, $400 plus. It's just like, what the fuck, bro?
Disgusting.
And it's like, I know you didn't pay that for those, because when I managed to get pre-sale for Maiden the year, or not Maiden, but another big band the year before, I know I only paid $120 for those tickets.
Yeah.
So either Maiden is doing a stupid surcharge on their, like, upcharge on their tickets.
Yep.
Or you're just out to fucking lunch.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to, really.
The more likely scenario.
Yeah. Back this thing off into the water. Swing myself around. Oh yeah, I keep saying, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go to Toronto this year. But then things keep coming up, and I'm like, well, maybe go see.
That's exactly like us. I said to Jade this year, I was like, we need to cut back on the concerts. We're spending way too much fucking money on concerts.
Yep.
And I'm like, so we're not gonna buy any tickets for the rest of this year for anything else. And then she sent me the picture, and I was like, for the love of fuck. I was like, all right, well, the rule is now no more concerts for bands we've already seen.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, that's fine. That's a fine.
I've modified the rule.
Yeah.
It's just like, for the love of Jesus, I just sent her the gif of the dude. It's just like, when I thought I was out, they fucking pulled me back in.
I wish I remembered what that was from right now. Like, I know it, and I know it's Pacino, isn't it?
I think.
Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, once more, System of a Down. What the fuck?
It's one of the once in a lifetimes. It was this, you know. It's the same thing for me with the Metallica tickets. It's like, I'm never gonna go see Metallica again. I'm gonna see them once just to say I did. I grew up listening to fucking music. I should.
Mm-hmm.
But never again.
Fuck. Damn it. Well, yeah, like I kept saying, I was like, oh, don't plan on going to Toronto this coming year. Don't plan on going to Toronto. Don't plan on doing this. And then, you know, looked at MCR, couldn't get that because that was a whole nightmare. Poppy was playing up there, which I was like, ooh, I would like to go see Poppy, but I was like, I'm not going up just to see Poppy alone. I don't even know if you know who Poppy is.
Vaguely. I've never really listened to their music, but I know who they are.
It's just Poppy, baby. Plus, yeah, she has a backing band, but I don't know. I liked her shit from... Honestly, I heard it back when she was... yeah, exactly. When she popped up for, like, NXT. And I was like, what's this? And I liked it quite a bit. Because I'm a fan of female vocalists that are able to do this shit.
You like Spirit Box?
I haven't heard them yet, but I've seen them around. I feel like I should, because they're Canadian, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So at some point I will check them out.
They're really good. If you're into Poppy, I think you would very much like them. Do you like Unleash the Archers? Have you heard of them before?
I have not heard.
Okay. Very similar, you know, screamo, metal, good.
Yeah.
I'm blocking the road. Fuck off. I'm working here.
Well, I literally just pulled up as you finished unpacking, so I think that was some nigh perfect timing.
Yeah, I think it was.
So, good to rock and roll here now. Oh, I don't have beacons. Sorry.
You're working on safe.
You'll have to be safe for me, okay?
Nope.
Yeah, we were, when we did that escape room the other night, you know, we did it with Zach and Em, and we were driving back, and I give Zach a lot of flack for his taste in music, because a lot of it is really, really fucking random, and a lot of it, in my mind, is complete trash, but he would say the same about some of my music, so we leave it at that.
At least you do.
But, you know, it's mostly me just giving him flack and having a good time being a dick to him. But there was some song that came on, and Brianna and I are in the back seat, and Zach's like, yeah, this is so-and-so, they're this band that do this and that, and he's like, yeah, the female vocalist that they have she's really good. So I was like, I heard the song and I'm really into it, and Brianna and I look at each other and we're like, that's Poppy. I was like, what? This isn't Poppy? No, this is this band. And I was like, nope, this is Poppy. So he ends up pulling it up on his phone, like looking up the song, and sure enough, it's this band featuring Poppy. So the main thing that drew him into the band was the good female vocalist, but she's not even part of the band. She was just there playing with them.
Nice.
So he was like, oh, damn. And
Get owned.
that's not the only time that happened either. He was there was another singer that came on, and once more Brianna and I looked at each other, and Brianna was like, is this Iron Maiden? And he was like, no, it's, you know, excuse my ignorance here, Will. I think he said like Bruce Dickinson or something. Is that the lead singer of Iron Maiden's name?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So like as he said that, he was like, no, it's not Maiden, it's Bruce Dickinson. And we're like, yeah, but that's the lead singer of Maiden. He was like, no, it's not. And we're like, Zach, my boy. As I Google Bruce Dickinson and show him.
He does have a solo project.
Oh, yeah.
It very well could have been, you know, his thing. But yes, in fact, Bruce Dickinson, Iron Maiden, one and the same.
Yeah, literally, it's like one of those things where I heard the voice. We heard the voice. We were like, that's Maiden. 100% that's Maiden. He's like, no, it's not. It's not, but kind of is.
I've made a grave mistake.
Yeah, you can make it through there, but it's snug.
Yeah, there's a few things like that.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm shitting on him or anything. It's more in good sport, making fun of him.
Oh, absolutely. I do the same thing when people are like, man, this song is sick. I'm like, yeah, I told you to listen to that band like 4 years ago. You never did. And, you know, here we are. I told you it was great, and you chose to just ignore me.
Yeah.
And then proceed to tell me how great it is and how much I should listen to them.
Yeah, that's...
I'm like, yeah, I know.
That was me and Lamb of God for years when I was in like high school and stuff, or not even like junior high and stuff. There were, you know, I didn't skateboard or anything, and I wasn't a cool kid, but I hung out with like the half dozen skater people that we had in our town, and you know they listened to Black Dahlia and Job for a Cowboy and Lamb of God.
Job for a Cowboy. Okay.
Yeah. And they were all like, yeah, you should listen to them. And I was like, nah, it's not quite my thing. It's a little bit too heavy for me. And then now Lamb of God is my favorite band. Black Dahlia before the lead singer was one of my favorite bands, and Job for Cowboy, I've been listening to them forever.
I want to make a note of that to bleep that bit out.
Why?
YouTube doesn't respond well to the unalived word.
Oh, God. Everything's too goddamn sensitive.
It is. I'm just letting you know.
I know. Like, these things happen and they're tragic. It's worth talking about it and acknowledging it instead of ignoring it and pretending that it doesn't happen.
Absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God. Yeah.
No, but I listened to a lot of Black Dahlia when I was in school as well. I was a big fan, but most of my time, similar scenario. There weren't like a lot of, like, I wasn't part of the cool group. I was just part of the group of metalhead idiots that just like to play music. You know, play and listen to a lot of heavy music that no one else understood.
Yeah.
And I discovered Devil Driver very young, and boy oh boy, that was a slippery slope. Devil Driver into Job for a Cowboy, and then Job for a Cowboy into everything else, and then like, holy fuck. And now I'm just like, I don't have a particular genre that I listen to more than anything. Like, I think now I've gained a greater appreciation for all music.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. Because I was always that fuck country, fuck rap, fuck all that shit. And now I'm just kind of like, it's not that bad.
No, so I still
depends what it is. It needs to, you know, be catchy and good for me to like it. Country is very, like, there are maybe 1, 2, possibly at most songs that I would even entertain listening to.
Yeah.
But
I can't do country at all still to this day. Like, I got rap, I got some hip hop, I got like odds and ends that I listen to, but not too much when it comes to those genres, because it's not my jam. But country is
yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, very seldom.
I'll never be able to get into country. Give me a second, like, I'll squeeze over this way.
Uh-oh. I'm pulling out.
I brought up.
What else do we need? We need just the metal rolls and slabs, hey?
Seems that way.
Alright. Back the way I came. I'm going over to concrete. Wham! Wham! Wham!
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just find, like, music's just good for everything. Lately, I've been really into, according to Spotify and my 2024 Raps playlist, goblin metal, which I don't fully understand what that is. Psychedelic goblin thrash metal is what I think it was called. Hold on, I have it written down.
That is funny, dude.
No, sorry, I was wrong. Goblin core rhythmic heavy metal. That's what it called it.
What even is that?
I don't know. I listened to a lot of a band called Gnome, which I told you to listen to, which I don't know if you ever did.
Sure did.
You should. Which is probably where the word goblin was coming from, because the band is called Gnome, and another band called Green Lung. It's basically a lot of, like, stoner rock, kind of.
Yeah, yep.
Is what I would classify it as. Like, it's heavy, but it's kind of goofy at the same time.
I gotta jump in here for 1 second and let you know there's only 2 metal beams over here, so I'll only be able to make 4 metal rolls, but there's 2 more metal rolls over by you in one of those warehouses.
Yes. It's the one with cement in it, right?
Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. But no, that's funny, dude.
Goblin core rhythmic heavy metal. I'm like, What the fuck are you smoking, Spotify?
Well, Spotify is asking you the same thing.
Yeah, it probably is.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, both of those bands I strongly recommend you listen to. I think you'd like them.
I only remember the first one, Gnome.
Yeah, the other one's called Green Lung.
Green Lung.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dabble in a bit of stoner metal. Clutch is a band that I enjoy. I guess they're more stoner rock than stoner metal.
They're more rock and roll, but
yeah.
Clutch was I saw them last year on my birthday. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, I can only imagine, dude. I can only imagine.
Like, dudes barely said a word, but they just went out and put on a 21 song set list and just fucking banged it out from start to finish.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Yeah, they're another one of those bands I would really like to see, just because I feel like they would put on a fantastic show.
Mm-hmm. Clutch, Baroness, Mastodon, kind of all fit in that category for me.
I can't get into Mastodon.
Really?
Yeah, I can't get into them. Something about them. What is the super group that is? I think it's part Mastodon, part Max Cavella or whatever the hell his name is. Kill or Be Killed.
I don't know if I've ever listened to them.
They're good, but it's only like one of the vocalists of Mastodon.
It's probably the drummer, right?
I don't know, but he has a very distinct voice.
High pitch.
And no.
Well, maybe it's the bass player then.
It might be. But whatever, like, I'm really into his vocals, but he's not like the main of Mastodon, if I remember correctly in going through this.
Well, then it's probably the drummer then, if that's the case. Because the drummer only sings a couple of the songs. The bass player is the primary vocalist.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. But it's yeah. So
we've seen them like 4 times.
What's going on with my camera? Pull out. Pull out. Camera. What are you doing? Okay. Jesus, my camera like glitched for a second and it was just like on my truck.
Nice. They said last year they were coming back for another tour sometime 2025 with new music, and I was like, yes, please. I fucking love Mastodon. I think they are my favorite band right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I can get why like some people aren't into it though. They're very progressive. They're very prog metal, very different.
No, it's not like I don't like them. It's not like I listen to them and I'm like, they're shit. It's just I listen to them and like, yeah. And that was it. It was just like, yeah.
I get it.
I can see why people like them. It just wasn't for me.
And I 1,000,000% get that. Because there are certain bands that just hit me and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're cool.
Yep.
I could listen to them once, but I'm never going to go to Spotify and be like, man, I really want to listen to that one specific album by this band.
Uh-huh.
Whereas, like, Mastodon, I'll pull up an album and just sit and listen to it and just put it on repeat. Like, I won't even just go and listen to all their music. I'll listen to very specific albums.
Oh, yeah?
When I'm in the mood for certain things. Like you were saying with Hypnotized, Mesmerized, that kind of stuff, right?
You mean Christmas?
Christmas. Associated with System.
Oh, I shouldn't have came this way, not this trailer. Whoops. Yeah, literally when we were like decorating the tree the other night, I put on fucking System.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because when we initially put up the tree, we put on the Black Parade, and it was like a concert of the Black Parade, but it was too fucking distracting for Brianna. Like, she couldn't do anything else other than just fucking listen to the music. Oh, I've got myself gummed up here, don't I? Yeah. So, like, the tree nothing was happening because she was just, like, grooving out to the music, which is fine and all, whatever. But I wanted to get the tree up and over with because I didn't want to fucking do it. I was like, come on! Just
No,
fucking
that's fair.
decorate the tree. Stop dancing. Time for dancing is later.
Yeah, MCR is one of those bands I never got into.
Yeah, and that's very fair. I wasn't big into them. Like, I listened to the Black Parade. That's as fucking everybody in the world has. So that was the thing when they were like, okay, we're gonna play the Black Parade. I was like, okay, well, Brianna likes them. I'm okay with them.
Yep.
And that's the album that I know, so